So you thought the Florida Seminoles were just a college in Florida with some sports teams on it. Man, let's figure out who the Seminoles really were. First, let's break down the word Seminole. By about 1775, those migrants had begun to be known under the name Seminole, probably derived from the Creek word Seminole, meaning separatist or runaway. The name may also have derived from the Spanish word Cimarron, meaning wild. Now, I hope we all know a little bit about slavery and what happened here in America. Of course, nobody wanted to be slaves. So what would they call slaves that would get away from the plantation? Runaways. Runaway slaves, right? And what did we just figure out the word Seminole means? Runaway. So when slaves would run away from these plantations, they would run into other slaves that have escaped from their plantations. And what they would do is they would form up, click up, army up, and band together. We would band together and come together with other natives on the land, all in the forests of Florida, all in the swamplands of Florida. More and more slaves were escaping from their plantations, and we started to ask them, hey, where did you come from? And when they would tell us where they come from, which direction they came from, which plantation they came from, we would rally up our troops. We go right out in the middle of the day, middle of the night, and end everything on that plantation. No questions asked. End everything on the plantation. All escaped slaves did not run to the north. They ran to the south. They ran to Florida because they knew that's where liberation was. They knew that's where people were getting set free. They knew that's where they had the best opportunity to live and raise their children. Go into your Google search, type in the Gullah Wars, the Black Seminole Wars, the Seminole Wars, and this is what you'll find. You'll find this is from Yale University. All these Indian wars that they tell you were not a part of, this is you. You are the Seminoles. You are these native tribes. Understand who you are. Understand that all they do is lie to you. Don't trust them. And ask questions, because if you don't ask the questions, you're just going to believe that this is a college in Florida with some sports teams on them. Some famous sports teams on them with some of your favorite players. Know who the Seminoles were. The names that these sports teams name themselves, most of them are after your people. The streets, you go look around your street, your neighborhoods, they're mostly named after your people, depending on what city you live in, man. Peace, blessings, love, and energy to you all. Think for yourself. Love yourself. Do for yourself. Be yourself.